A hollow cylindrical drum open at the top has the radius of base equals 28 centimeters and height 66 centimeters. Find the volume and surface area. You can try it out, guys. Pause the video and then you can resume to look at the solution. All right. So, guys, to find the volume here, okay, the volume will be the area occupied, right? The space, not the area, the space occupied, right? Space occupied will remain the same. अगर वो ऊपर से भी hollow हो, चाहे नीचे से भी hollow, एक ही बात है. Space occupied will be the area, the wall space inside, right? So in this case, the volume will be as good as the same formula pi r square h in this case, right? So pi is from 22 by 7. We are taking it as the radius we are taking it as 28 as per the question, and the height is 66. Okay, applying pi r square x, you get the volume as 1,62,624. Okay. Now the second part is to find out the surface area, guys. Surface area थोड़ा tricky है यहाँ पे. Okay, this is not a solid cylinder. Okay, it is a hollow cylindrical drum, something like this. Okay, so if you can observe carefully, यहाँ पे pi r square तो होगा, right? And यहाँ पे curved surface area 2 pi r h भी होगा. But ये pi r square नहीं होगा, right? Because it is an open cylinder, right? So the surface area is 2 pi r h plus pi r square. Is that it? No. Understand, guys, when you have a hollow cylindrical drum, this side of the glass or the cylinder here is open, right? So surface area में अब ये अंदर वाला part भी expose हो गया है, right? This अंदर वाला 2 pi r h और ये अंदर वाला pi r square, isn't it? So now the surface area, the total surface area will be 2 pi r h. Okay, this curved surface area plus pi r square ka double, right? Okay, and we just put on the values, we get the answer 28,160 centimeter square. Okay, guys, so let's go on to the next question now. A fly located at the bottom rim wants to reach the farthest diagonally opposite point on the top rim. Find the minimum distance it would need to travel. Okay, so the fly wants to start at let's say this point. Okay, this point at the like bottom rim. Okay, and it wants to reach the farthest point, means सबसे दूर point वो ये होगा, right? Okay, at the top rim. Okay, so this is the distance. Okay, the fly will travel. Okay, starting from this point to this point. Okay, a straight line the fly can travel, right? So demonstrating it this way. Okay, the fly is starting from the bottommost point. Okay, and going at the top. So this is the distance the fly will travel. Okay, now if you observe carefully, guys, it's a right angle triangle. इसका जो perpendicular side इनमें से एक है अपना height 66 और जो नीचे वाला side है वो क्या है 56. This is the diameter here, right? 28 यहाँ पे radius है. तो diameter कितना हो जाएगा 56, right? So this is the distance traveled by the fly that is found by the Pythagoras theorem. So we apply Pythagoras theorem, the root of 56 square plus 66 square, the answer is 86.55 approximately. Okay, now next question. An ant is located at the bottom rim, wants to reach the farthest diagonally opposite point on the top rim. Find the minimum distance it would need to travel. Okay, now the problem here is, guys, ants don't fly. Okay, so the ant would not be able to fly the distance and travel it. जैसे कि in this case जो fly ने किया था इस point से शुरू करके उड़ के the fly reached this point, right? But the ant cannot travel this, like, you know, अंदर इस point में अगर है अंदर inside. Okay, the ant cannot fly and reach this point, right? So what the ant will do, the ant can crawl, right? Okay, now minimum distance find करना है. एक तरीका ये होगा, the ant can see travel this distance across the diameter and this height. So this is one way the ant could travel. Okay, let's check what is that distance equal to 56 the diameter plus 66 the height. The total distance is 122. Okay, now one possibility is it walks across the diameter and the height, the total distance is 122. Okay, so now in this case that is one possibility. The other possibility is, guys, अगर मैं आपको ऐसे बोलूं कि suppose there were 2 points like this. Okay, एक point यहाँ पे है at the bottom और दूसरा point exactly यहाँ पे at the top. Okay, if this was a distance, the ant would simply crawl across a straight line, right? So what we observe is the ant needs to start from this point, okay, and needs to reach this diametrically or diagonally opposite point, isn't it? So what we need to do is we'll simply open it out, right? We'll simply open out the cylinder, right? So when you fold it, guys, okay, this distance is represented by, or this path is represented by something called as a spiral or a helix. Okay, so as you observe, the ant will travel something like this, right? Okay, so if you observe, guys, ये जो horizontal distance है वो क्या होगा, वो अपने इस सिलेंडर के, देखो ये circumference है पूरे सिलेंडर का, right? ये सिलेंडर के circumference का exactly half होगा, right? Okay, and the vertical distance is going to be the height of the cylinder, right? So just putting in the values, the height is 66 and the horizontal distance as 2 pi r ka half, which is pi r. Okay, that will be 88. Okay, so it's clearly the 3, 4 and 5 triplet. Okay, 66 basically क्या होता है, guys? 3 into 22 होता है और 88 guys क्या होता है 4 into 28, right? So the The hypotenuse here will be 5 into 22. The answer is 110, right? It's definitely less than 122, right? That's the minimum distance.